So today I'm going to be making a cauliflower fried rice. This is a recipe I found off of Pinterest and changed around and kind of tailored to my own preferences, so you can do the same if you'd like. This is a picture of the ingredients that I decided to use today. So you'll need half a head of cauliflower chopped into kind of small florets. It doesn't have to be too small because you're going to put it in a food processor later anyways. You'll need 1 yellow or sweet onion diced, 1 clove of garlic minced, half of a red pepper chopped into small pieces, half or a whole carrot. I ended up using a whole carrot, and that's going to be shredded. You're going to add in some snap peas, some green onions sliced up, a few small pieces of broccoli, and for the sauce I used 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of sriracha. Again, that depends how spicy you like it. If you'd like it spicy, feel free to add some more. If you don't like spicy so much, use less or take it out altogether. I also added in a little bit of cayenne pepper as well, just to give it a little bit of an extra kick. So the first thing you're going to want to do is prepare your cauliflower. So you're basically going to take a sharp knife, I'm using this Santoku one, and you're just going to cut off the leaves and stem from the bottom of the cauliflower and cut it in half because you're only going to need half for this recipe. So the next step is to take that half a cauliflower and you're going to take the bigger pieces and cut them into small florets, kind of like bite size like that, and just keep doing that until you've cut the entire half of cauliflower. So your next step is to prepare the other vegetables that you need. So if you take a peeled carrot and use a cheese grater, and it's going to shred the carrot, and then once that's done you can put it aside. So next is to take half of a clean and dried red pepper. I'm just going to kind of remove the white pulpy bits on the inside, and you're going to slice it and chop it up into small pieces, and then once that's done you can also put it aside. So next up is the broccoli. I just wanted to use a little bit of it, so I'm just taking a piece and kind of cutting them up into small bite-sized florets. I've already done the snap peas at this point. I just washed and dried them and kind of cut some of the ends off. And I'm not going to show the onion because onions make me cry like you can't believe, so I'm literally leaving the clip every 5 seconds. But yeah, I diced a small onion as well. And finally, I'm going to chop up the green onions. I'm just using scissors just to slice them. You can add them in with the rest of the veggies at the same time, which I did, but I prefer to have them kind of not cooked. So I recommend using them as a topping after everything's already cooked, but again, it's totally your preference. So now that the veggies are all cut up, I'm going to make the sauce. So I'm taking this pure sesame oil, the soy sauce, it's the low sodium version, and sriracha. And it's dancing because everyone loves sriracha. So you're basically going to take 2 tablespoons of the sesame oil and 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. And I used 1.5 teaspoons of the sriracha. And then you're just going to whisk it all together until it's mixed well and kind of thickens up a little bit, so it's not so like oily and separated. Yeah, once that's done you can just set it aside. So now it's time for the fun stuff. So you're going to take the cauliflower florets that you cut up earlier and put them inside a food processor. The one I'm using is by Hamilton Beach. And you're going to use the pulse setting until they become smaller rice-like pieces. Get it? Cauliflower fried rice. It's supposed to be like rice, but it's made out of cauliflower. You get the picture. So now I'm just showing you kind of what it should look like at the end. So here's another view of what it should look like. It almost has the consistency of cooked quinoa. You don't want the pieces to be too small, otherwise it'll just be like eating crumbs. You want it to have some kind of consistency to it. So here I've already added in the minced garlic and the onions with a little bit of grapeseed oil and just cook those until they're a little bit brown. And once they are, I'm adding in the cauliflower as well as all of the other veggies and just kind of mixing that around, make sure they're all mixed together well. And then I'm going to add in the sauce that I made earlier just to kind of add some more moisture to the dish. And again, mixing that all in until it's well incorporated and just letting those cook through until the veggies are tender. Silly me, I forgot to add the cayenne pepper that I mentioned before. So I'm doing that now, I'm just incorporating it into all the cauliflower, and I also added a little bit of salt to taste too, because it did need a little bit of seasoning. So while that's cooking, I'm going to make a side of edamame, or soybeans. So I'm going to put those in a steamer pot and cook them for a total of 6 minutes, and then remove them from the pot and drain the water. So I prepared this chili garlic salt earlier. I used a coffee bean grinder. It's probably older than I am, but I just added in some coarse sea salt, some chili powder, and some garlic powder, and just blended that together to blend down the salt a little bit and mix it all together. And I'm going to use that to put on top of the edamame that I'm cooking right now. So the 6 minutes is up, and I've drained the edamame and put it in a separate bowl. Now I'm just adding on the desired amount of chili garlic salt and tossing it to make sure it's coated evenly. So the cauliflower rice is all done, and I'm just plating that up into a bowl now. And I decided I'm going to top it off with some sliced almonds just to give it a little bit of extra crunch. And here's the final products. So this is the edamame with the homemade chili garlic salt. It's a great side dish. And here's the main dish, the cauliflower fried rice. It's a great vegetarian option. You can always add meat if you like. Some sauteed chicken or shrimp would be great, or make it vegan by substituting out the soy sauce. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for some more vlogs and cooking videos. Thanks for watching!